Hello, my name is Grace, and we're going to go over some of the basic steps to getting your business started. So, number one, we're going to go over how to find your back office and how to find where you enroll somebody. So, the main thing, you go first to lifewave.com, or you can go to backoffice.lifewave.com, but sometimes it's easier, especially when you're first getting started, to come in through just the main website. You can go to the side here to sign in, and then enter your credentials. For today's training purposes, I'm just going to use my husband's account here, and then sign in. You can enter them through the front side of your office, but it just makes it a lot easier to make sure that they're in the right place when you do it manually through your back office. So you go first to your name at the top, and then change settings. Then scroll down to this line right here. So this is an important thing to look at, especially once you've put in your first one or two people. You want to make sure that you're building strategically. And if you haven't spoken with your upline about charting where people should go, I would start there first and then come back here. But if you do know where your builder is supposed to go, if they're going to go left as a customer or left as a builder, this is where you would come in and pick which side that they go in on. So build left or build right. I don't ever use this option here. I just go back and forth between left and right. Then you go back up once that's set and you're happy with the arrangement. You go under Organization and then click Enroll New. And here just verify that the correct name and correct ID number is there, and then go forward. Then select whichever kit you would like to get for them. On this page, it can be a little bit confusing. So it was automatically going to pre-populate your cart with all X39 patches. If that's not what they want, most people will like a combination of different patches. So all we do is hover over the box and you'll see an up and a down arrow. Just click down. If they want 2, then we have 2 there. If they want 1, then you can have 1. Or you can just backspace over the number and type in how much you want. So this bar across the bottom is going to be kind of like your progress bar. So as you keep adding patches, the bar will keep moving forward, and as long as it is yellow, that means you still have patches to add. And it will tell you to add more. So let's go add X39 needs Eon with it. So let's add an Eon. And here, it tells you right here, 1 more Alavita regenerated trio or a combination of patches will complete your order. So let's keep adding patches. This month we want Alavita. And let's also throw in a glutathione. And it still says 1 more sleeve of patches will complete your order. So let's find 1 more to add. We'll add a carnosine. And then continue. So here is where you would initially set your monthly subscription order. You can always come back at any point and set up a subscription order, and it will not affect your standing with the company as long as you have a order from today's date that you're putting in the enrollment kit to a month from now, about 30 days. You need to place an order. It can be an auto ship or it can be a one-time order, but it is easier to keep track of things and make sure that your account is in good standing and your enrollees' accounts are in good standing by having a monthly shipment. It's just good practice to make sure that you're not losing any points, you're not losing any people's patches aren't going to be coming in after they've run out. It's just good practice to have them on an auto ship. This is where you would set that. And I prefer to count out the days. So I would count out 28 days from today because if you have it run on the day of and something happens with their card and you're not paying attention to it, they can go inactive or lose their points. So I like to set it out for 28 days instead of a full month out. So if it's showing October 11th would be the 1 month from now, I would just go 2 days before. That will also ensure that they're not running out of patches and the order kind of overlaps. So they'll have some coming in while they're finishing up their last sleeve. So we'll go through here and select which patch. For the most part, I like to put everybody on at least an X39 auto ship. So we'll add one quantity there. You can click the up arrows or just backspace and type in the number that you want there. And now we will click save. And that will set their auto ship. And I will show you in another video how to add one if they don't want to do one here, or how to modify yours. So this is where you would start filling in their personal information. And you can also edit things here. So if you do need to go back and edit the monthly subscription order, you can do that on this page. And some people want a core kit, but they maybe want 1 extra sleeve or 2 extra sleeves, but don't want to do the advanced pack. This is where you could click add or edit additional items and add just 1 more. If they have an energy enhancer that they want that's on top of the initial core kit, you can just throw it in there and you don't have to place a separate order. It will come together. So this is where we're going to go ahead and just fill this out. I'm just going to put in some dummy information just to kind of show how it works. And scroll down. So, your personal website and login. This is where you're going to put the username that you'll use for your account, and this will also be the name that goes into your website. So if you're telling people to go to your website, your username is your website. So lifeweb.com/SPD Grace P, that's going to be my username as well as my login. So if I'm telling someone how to get to my website, that will be it there. And your password. One important thing to make sure of whenever you're enrolling somebody, we have had a lot of issues with people having a different billing address than their shipping address. And that's easy to fix. Just make sure that you enter the actual billing address here. So whenever I'm getting someone's information, I do make sure to confirm that their billing address, because some people, if they've moved, they might not have changed the address because they have paperless statements. So just make sure that these two numbers match up. And then click submit. The next page will just be where you've reviewed your information and you complete your enrollment. So if you've gotten to this point, you are pretty much in the clear. But if you have any questions, just always remember you can reach out to your upline or call customer service. They are very, very helpful with placing orders. And if this is too confusing and you just are really having a hard time with it, you can always place an order over the phone. People do that all day long. Thank you.